Welcome to the Weekly Dose of Woo, where we keep track of the woo so that you do not have to. Let's jump right in. It is Leo season as of yesterday. It is Leo new moon as of today. What does this mean? Leo is big. It's loud. I'm a Leo rising. I embrace the prideful lion within me. Rawr. So what this means for people is the new moon is about setting intentions and looking towards the future and being able to clearly and concisely manifest the future that you want in life, in business, in money. And this can be really difficult during Leo season because you need to be focusing on your strengths only. This is not the time to, I have a character flaw, let me work on this, let me heal from this. No, this is the time to look at everything that you are successful with, everything that you are good at, and be like, I'm gonna put all my eggs in those baskets and I'm gonna move towards the future and it's gonna be fabulous. So it's not like, oh, I'm perfect. It's being able to say, yeah, those imperfections need to wait while I focus and move forward and manifest. And for a lot of people, we think we know our strengths, which is fabulous because it's like, this is how I see me. This is what I would think I am good at. One of the things that I think is my strength is the fact that I never need a megaphone to speak. I can just project my voice and it can be heard from several blocks away. In New York City, during Memorial Day weekend, yes, I tested this year, and yeah, I was heard in Times Square a block and a half away. Very proud of that projection. But I was in Vegas last month, and Mark Lemonis actually had this exercise for us to do. So you made and we will do this as part of our exercise later on in Weekly Dose of Woo. Remember that if you tune in live, you get the whole thing and not just this mini class. So you make a little T, and one of the columns is like your strengths and the other one is your weaknesses. And the weaknesses you outsource as soon as possible. So if you are not good at marketing, you get someone who's good at marketing. If you are not good at communication or healing, you get a therapist as soon as possible. But then your strengths, look at what strengths you have, but then ask. And his recommendation was ask your mom what your strengths are. And I took that a step further and I asked several friends and colleagues just to give me very specific strengths that they think I have. Not oh, you're smart or you're funny. I was be as specific as possible. And let me tell you what, I did not think that those things would come up. It wasn't uncomfortable bad, but it was very much oh, that's, they all said the same thing. They all said, you are great at looking at details differently than everybody else. Your perspective is always insightful. And I'm I just thought I was weird and had a weird point of view sitting over here with weirdom, which I'm super proud of, but I didn't view it as that's one of my biggest strengths. And so if you have a problem with understanding your strengths, ask the people close to you, like your mom, like your closest colleagues, like your close friends. And the other way to discover your strengths is to lean on things that you already know you have. Your zodiac, specifically your big three, so your sun, moon, and rising sign. And remember, if you don't know those, you schedule a session and we will go over your entire birth chart to make sure that you know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Being forewarned is being forearmed. So you can do it through your zodiac. An example is that I am a Cancer. I'm incredibly emotional, but also my home is part of me. So one of my strengths would be making sure that my home is exactly what I need it to be to feel safe and secure, which is something that I am working on the next 2 weeks. I am doing a whole home renovation to make sure that I am manifesting my dream life and business because I work out of my home. If you were a Libra, a lovely Libra, you would only focus on things that you are actually interested in. Everything else needs to go to the back burner, and you have to have balance. So you schedule out blocks of time, or you set a timer, or you have reminders. You are able to figure out a way to have balance outside of you so that you don't have to think about it while your brain is working on the things that you're incredibly passionate about. So those are two different zodiac signs. Another one is elements. So if you are water, your strengths, and it doesn't mean just your zodiac, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio are all water. It's if you just resonate with water, those are intuitive, those are emotional, those are nurturing, those are feeling, and you would lean into those strengths. If you are Earth, you would be incredibly slow moving, methodical, hardworking. So lean into the elemental strength that you resonate most with. And then the last one that's really cool for people who are not as woo, because you don't have to be woo to succeed at this stuff. Woo is just like what I like and what most of my clients are like into with working with me. You can do it through personality tests. Any personality test that resonates with you. Some of them are more accurate. Some of them have been debunked. I'm not going to judge whichever one you do. Rock it out. So you look up what your personality type is, or Strength Finder, and then you're able to line up what your strengths are and focus on those. So the new moon is going to last, the energy of it, about 72 hours. But you can work on this stuff for the next 14 days. You're just going to do the bulk of the work in the next 72 hours. So, given all this, the other thing, so that's stage 1, all your strengths, yay! The second step is going to be take a pause, because now we're over halfway through the year. Take a pause, and I want you to look back at all of 2025 and assess only the wins. Remember, we're Leo. We are a proudful lion. We're not looking at any failure. We're not looking at any lesson unless it's a lesson in which we came out on top. You want to look at the wins. What wins have you done? And it can be big and small. It can be you lost a couple pounds, or you started eating more protein, or you made your first money movement with investors. It can be a business deal. It can be personal. It can be professional. It can be mental, emotional, physical, financial. So many different things. Look at them, and if you really get ambitious, make a list. Make a list of all your wins in the next 72 hours from 2025, and use that energy and your strengths to propel you forward. And you will be able to use the law of attraction just by focusing on those two things. Not even focusing on the technique, which is an entirely different thing to discuss. You can do so much with just those two steps. Your strengths and your wins can be epic in Leo. Leo season, which is the next month, the next like 28 days, 30 days-ish. And then also the Leo new moon, next 72 hours. Focus on these things and you will have so much more success. And of course, if you need help, you comment, you reach out to me for a session, or you reach out to your loved ones who know you and know your strengths and know your wins, and let them shamelessly brag about you because you've earned it. Go forth, be the hero of your own story, and we will see you at the next weekly dose of woo.